Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and welcome into the PMDG 777. We are sat here on the ground as United 877 with service from San Francisco over to the new Indybuild Hong Kong. Flight time of 14 hours and 30 minutes. We're going to be departing off 28 right. Our flight plan takes us westerly out of San Francisco, where we won't see much land actually, it's just straight out from 28 right. And then we'll go northernly all the way up to the Alaskan coast, and then back down just south of Russia, cutting Japan in half, and then descending over Taiwan and into Hong Kong. Flight time 14 hours 30 minutes. It's a long old flight for San Francisco across the Pacific Ocean. We're taking 136 tons of fuel. I think it'll be the heaviest this plane's ever been on the channel. It's quite a mammoth flight. Luckily I'm doing it overnight, so hopefully I'll wake up in time for it. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new Indybuild scenery looks like on the first actual full flight on the channel. If you missed my last video reviewing the scenery, go check that out on the channel now. So let's jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for departure. Right, welcome into the flight deck, guys, of the 777-300. We're all used to seeing this flight deck by now. We are using the Fanzo wear and tear mod to give the flight deck a little bit more immersion. We'll import in our flight plan from SimBrief, and then we'll go and ask GSX start boarding now. Otherwise we will be here all day. Overhead panel time, we get the ARDIUs on. We'll do the fault fire test. APU's already on. We'll go and arm the emergency exit lights. And that's pretty much everything for the overhead panel. The 777 is quite an easy aeroplane to get your head round. Right, FMC. Pause in it. We are at KSFO. And does it tell us what stand we're on? No, that's fine. We'll just go route request, SimBrief, select route, and I can jump over to the other FMC and I'll go fuel and I will load. We are going to be taking 137 tons of jet fuel with us, and the payload is going to be 209 tons. Right, FMC, and we'll go load.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And the pushback people have arrived. We'll go auto brake RTO. And I'll go and get the engine page on the low one there. We'll go activate, execute. 28 right out of San Francisco. The arrival, or departure, sorry, is going to be 28 right on the
Departure check completed.
via
Bypass pin inserted.
Alcoa. Execute. We won't do the arrival yet because we have got 14 hours before we have to think about that. That's all set there. Let's have a make sure the departure's correct, and it is. There's our routing, a long old routing across the Pacific. Lovely. Right. Left flight director, right flight director. Let's get the iPad down by the FMC. And we'll have a look at the airport just to get the heading, runway heading. So I'll plug that in now. .284 degrees. And we'll go minute reference, route performance. We'll reject that. Reserves are going to be a whopping 13.5 tons. Cruising initially at flight level 300, and we will step up to 380 later into the flight. Cost index is going to be 200. And that is everything set up there. Right, N1 limits. Let's go take off. 28 right. Import. calculate, and it's given us flat 15 actually. That's a new one for me. So no selected temperature, just going full max takeoff power. Just shows how heavy we are today. Flat 15. Wow. I have to remember to set that correctly. We'll set that in there, and then we'll have to do the page, the numbers ourselves. So, and then we'll fill out the secondary page, and then I've done it too early because I'll have to refill out the page after anyway to do the V-speeds, which is fine. And of course we are at Flightbeam Studios, rendition of San Francisco. So we've got two brilliant sceneries for the airports each side. Right, and we'll set the V-speeds, and that is pretty much everything. We've got to wait for boarding to be complete, and then we can request pushback and start up. Right, we are ready for push and start now. Sorry, I had a bit of trouble there with the GSX and the PMDG not closing the doors, but we are fully ready to go. We've got a long taxi down to 28 right. We're going to come out of this pier here, and then it's a full-length taxi, and then we'll cross runway 28 left and go 28 right. I'll set the tower for here. Do you know what? I don't know why I've just done that. I've realised I'm not doing this on VHHH, so it's an overnight long haul, so...
All engines clear. Start at will.
Right. I didn't mention, actually, we're not on VHHH, so I don't know why I've just done that. But we'll get engine number 2 started, and I'll shut up for a minute, and I'll let you listen to the Boris Audio Works 777 sound pack. Wow. 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 Yeah, Boris doesn't mess around with his sound packs, does he? That was awesome. Right. I'll turn down the lights a little bit. I do like the flight deck in the 777 a little bit dark. Oh, I forgot to put the fuel pumps on. Silly me. I did do the checklist, I promise. Engine number 1 to start, and I'll let you listen to this one as well.
Please set parking brakes.
I mean, come on. That is unbelievable from Boris. Right, parking brakes set. I'll tell GSX that we've got 4 good engines, but 2 good engine starts. And we are ready to start the overhead flow, so just got to wait to see the bypass pin.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, there is the marshaller. There's the bypass pin, overhead panel. Hope you off. Taxi light on. That's the overhead panel done. Remember, flap 15, so 1515. And we'll do a flight control check. We'll just trim 6.50 up. And we'll go flight controls. Right, full right. And we'll go neutral, left, neutral, forward, neutral, back. Neutral now for the rudders, go full left and full right. All flight controls are free and correct. We're going to taxi 28 right. It's going to be a bit of a long taxi, so we get the runway turn-offs on. And do the checklist now. So recall checked, everything's sorted, cancel recall, normal, close checklist, parking brake released, add a little bit of thrust, and let's taxi on down to 28 right. Right, let's get some lights on then. We are ready to go. So this is 28 left. It's easy to get distracted and line up on 28 left if you're not used to the airport. I mean, they had that trouble, didn't they, with the Air Canada 320 trying to land on the taxiway. Right, so we'll disregard this runway. That, of course, is 28 left. I mean, the texture modelling on the ground here at this San Francisco scenery is lovely. I mean, look, you can see all the sort of grooves in the runway. I think that's for water displacement on touchdown to give it more grip. Right, confirm 28 right, which is confirmed, taking off. And we've got high V speeds today, so it's going to be a long takeoff roll. Be nice to hear these engines spool up as well. I'll be sorry, I won't be tired. I'll be quiet when I spool the engines up for takeoff. Right. Chrono, spool them. I'll be quiet and let you hear these sounds. Stable. There we go. Ho, ho, ho. Where we go. Speed's alive. long old takeoff roll today.
V1.
V1. Rotate. Up we go. Positive rate. Gear up. LNAV. Speed, minus speed. Beautiful. Following the flight director. You can tell we're really heavy. It's got a very shallow climb for the 777. Oh, that sounds nice. Right, we'll get the autopilot 1 in. And we'll go flaps 5. And say goodbye to San Francisco in the Bay Area. Nose is coming down, we're going to gain speed and flap 1. What I'll do is I'll just go straight up to flight level 300 and I'll click the button in a little bit and it should clear all the restrictions. It's going to command that left hand turn shortly, and then we are oceanic, well, for the next 9 hours until we get to Japan, I believe. Right, I'm going to go high speed actually for this departure. I'm going to go up to 280 knots so we can stow the flaps. A lot of airlines do go high speed, especially the cargo airlines because they're so heavy. They'd ask for a high speed departure. We are now flying. Love the 777. It's such a nice plane to get behind, and the sounds that Boris have made are awesome. The only problem is if you buy the 777, you can't not buy the Boris AudioWorks sound pack with it as well. But it works with all the variants, so that's good. I think it's only £15 if I remember correctly. Big G90 bouncing under the wing there. Goodbye, you can see San Francisco City down there, just by the end of the wingtip. As we say goodbye to land for the next couple of hours. Should be early morning, just past sunrise when we get into Hong Kong. I did this the real time the actual aeroplane takes off. In the sim. Beautiful. Right, coming through 8,000 now. Takeoff checklist has been completed. I've just clicked through the checklist all the way. Let me go back to after takeoff, which has been completed, and there's the descent checklist. We can close that off, and that's all done there. Get the lights off now. So we're climbing nearly through 10,000. Logo light can come off, and that is pretty much it, guys. That's us climbing away from San Francisco. I'll leave you with some climbing cruise highlights, and I'll jump back in around 14 hours when we're descending into Hong Kong. So guys, welcome back into the flight deck. It's been a very long 14 hours 13 minutes so far, and we are finally over landfall, descending onto the ILS 07 left into Hong Kong. Still offline, no VHHH, but it's going to be a good landing. The sun is up, so we get a nice early morning arrival into Hong Kong. We've got the QNH of 1021 set, and the weather is very nice and calm for us down there. It's been a very easy flight so far. I haven't done a lot. We'll go speed window open in a second and start slowing down. But yeah, I haven't done a lot. I'll let the aeroplane fly itself. Well, I slept. I woke up. We're just exiting Japan, actually, so timed it quite well. But it's really, really good to have aircraft like this in Microsoft Flight Simulator, where you can just sort of leave them and they can do exactly what you tell them. And the PMDG is one of those aircraft I trust. Right, so speed is going to come back in a second on the chart. I think he wants us at 180 for the final approach turn. We've elected to go flap 3, not flap 3, we're not in an Airbus, flap 25 order brake 3, if that's what I wanted to say. 07 left, and then it's going to be quite a long taxi, so we're going to try and leave it, exit off the high speed, then we'll follow the taxiway straight up. We'll cut across the new building site, where they're building the new terminal, cross 07 Centre, which is actually closed in real life at the moment, and then we'll turn right, and then the new terminal, there's like a fork at the end, it looks like a V. The real aeroplane parked somewhere in that V, but the transponder turned off, so I'll just pick a random stand in there. And that should be okay for us. But apart from that, everything's been pretty good. We've briefed the arrival. Go around to 5,000 feet. It's an easy go around into Hong Kong as well. You just follow the flight directors. It'll take you out and it'll bring you all the way back round to the approach fix, which is very nice. And as you can see, I mean, we talked about it in the video about the actual scenery. Hong Kong is such an interesting place. You've got these islands as you begin to enter mainland China, and then Hong Kong is just loaded with hills and mountains, and it looks like something from an Avatar film. It's quite something special. It's a real shame actually that we didn't come in on the opposite runway, because we would have got a nice view of the cityscape as we come in. I'll start configuring flaps a little bit early. Once you're quite slow for the last couple of turns into Hong Kong, I suppose that's because it's so busy that they want you slow so they can sort of fit you all in. Any reference, got the final approach speed plugged in. We'll land at about 155 knots because it's quite calm outside today. I mean, the weather is really nice down here. Is it summer? I know Australia's technically, well, it's nearly the end of summer, isn't it, in Australia and stuff. What does mainland China have season wise? Is it their warm season or the cold season? Speed's quite stable. It's getting a bit low, but it is looking good still. And we go flap 5 because we need to be from now 180 knots in a second. So we get flap 5 out. And we've got a little bit of time before we have to go down to 180. Very cool. Very, very cool. Some boats down there. I think these are just default boats. I don't have any traffic injector, but I do have traffic, like boat traffic on, so I think they're all default. Right, slow down to 180 knots now. We'll go 190 to start with. I don't really want to get flat 15 out until we start the last turn. I think it also says in the documentation for the arrivals that you can request a high-speed approach. Because I can imagine when you get those fully loaded 747s landing in, you know, like the cargo Luxes and the Cathay Pacific 747-8s, if they're fully loaded, they're not going to be able to do, you know, 180 knots until 5 DME. They're going to be, they're going to need high speed. Right, flat 15, 180 knots. Let's be conservative about this approach. Because I mean, that looks gorgeous out there. The actual turn that we're going to do in a minute cuts the corner a little bit. So it's going to put us on like a 7-mile final. And in the 777, you want to be making sure that you stay on top of the speed. It can be quite a slippy aeroplane sometimes, so you don't really want to be trying to slow down that close to the arrival. I mean, the gear do create a lot of drag there. I mean, those massive centre gears that come down, they create a lot of drag. Look at the water, that looks beautiful down there. It's got like a greenish tint. Is that, I wonder if that's just the default water.
$2,500.
Right, 155 knots is going to be our final app. And there is the runway. I still can't believe how cool this airport looks. I mean, look, the bridges, we're just going over that cool bridge that disappears under the water. And then we're landing on a 07 left. I mean, it's built on its own island, isn't it? It's such a cool airport. Right, approach mode. Right, 5,000 feet. Gear down. And we'll get the lights on. Now, flaps can come down now, flap 20. Gorgeous aeroplane this is. Makes me really excited for the PMDG 747-400. Really can't wait for that now. Gorgeous, gorgeous approach this is. So yeah, as you can see, we're going to be take one of the high speeds, and then we're going to go round the building site that is the new terminal. Right, when we hear the 1,000-foot call out, I'll disconnect. Nice, lovely morning here in Hong Kong. There's 1,000 feet. Disconnecting my aeroplane. Landing checklist has been completed. Right, so it looks like the glide slope and PAPIs are pretty bang on, so we'll go with the guidance shown. I'm primarily looking outside at PAPIs now. Such a cool approach into Hong Kong. I mean, look at this. Over the water onto your massive island. There's a bit of a snatch though. Wind swirling. The big hills in the background, and the actual Hong Kong city is miles away.
400.
400 feet.
$300.
50 above.
200.
Descend.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Left rudder, right aileron. Down we are. Speed brakes up, reverse is green. Go max reverse, why not? Right, there's reverse is stowed and right hand turn off here, and we are down safely in Hong Kong. Beautiful. Right, get everything off. Like I mentioned, it's straight. There's the building site of the terminal. Can we get the lights off? There you go. Right, that was a bit of a long taxi, but we're finally pulling in to our stand, or the taxiway that leads to our stand. are parking on Whiskey 65, which is just up here. As you can see, this airport is very good, and what you can tell from the approach, no stutters, very steady frame rate. I am running a 5080 RTX 5080 and a AMD 9800 X3D. As you can see, it's very nice on frames. Right, here's our stamp, Whiskey 65. We overhang because, I mean, it's the 777-300. We're quite a long plane today. And we'll follow the guidance by GSX. I am using the included Anybuild's GSX profile that you get when you purchase the scenery. All the Anybuild sceneries come with a GSX profile that you can download separately when you purchase their products on their website. Right, that'll do for me. And plug ranking engines off, and welcome down to Hong Kong. So guys, welcome down to Anybuild's Hong Kong. 14 hours 30 minutes airborne in this beautiful United 777-300ER. The livery is going to be found, I think it's the Hughes livery pack on the flightsim.to website, or by Aviation. I can't quite remember, but that's it's not a default livery. I downloaded that separately. But another successful flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Finished it off with a nice landing onto 07 left. One of the longest flights we've ever done on the channel, but it was very well worth it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all very soon in another video.